So here's the update. I made this the start of a Dorodongo to commemorate this. I don't know if you can tell here, but I did get turned around. A couple hours later, set up my camp chair up here, drank a Coors, a stubby, brown bottle stubby, which was about right for this spot. Hasn't really done my stomach any good, but it's really no worse than it was. Here's the trouble and the decision ahead. I did a few things to get out of this. I only needed like 3 feet to get through it, and it's not any muddier than it was, but it has been gone through once already. I don't think the mud is deeper than it looks. So I cleaned the chalks, like naturally made chalks of mud off the tires so that the car could creep forward, and then I jammed this stuff there under the tire, and then I don't know if it made any difference or not. I mean, I can't tell, but something worked. Also, I just sat there and let the ground dry for a few hours. So this equipment's already, oh yeah, that definitely worked. Look how deep that went. Okay. I don't know if it's going to do us any good up here though. I don't know if you can see there, but those are power poles. That's the road I'm trying to get to. So once I'm through this, I might be okay. The car didn't like it, and a bunch of alarms went off. I don't know if something's wrong or not, and there's nothing I can really do about it at the moment. So here, I mean, my feet do sink in ever so slightly. Obviously the car is going to sink in more. The question really is it better to follow these extant tracks or to try to make new ones? And this time I splashed through the start and almost got out. Going the other way, the hard part's here at the end. It is downhill this way, so that's good. There is some run up. I could back up the hill a little bit more, but I thought the car was making an unpleasant sound there. Among the myriad alarms that went off, one was an oil. So I checked the oil, with the car running, and it definitely covers up the bottom hole, not the top hole, but I have done a couple thousand miles anyways, and I know that it does sometimes use up some oil as she goes. So, trying to think it through, because here, like, that's hard packed. I think that might be the right thing to do, is to try to follow in this, but the trouble is the sides of this little canyon are gonna kind of slow things down, and then when I get down here, they're really gonna cause friction. So maybe that's not what I want to do. Good news is I got water and food and a tent, and I have to hop in there. I don't think the farmer would be too happy with me about putting all that weight on his fence, hopping over. I don't have to decide right now. The time is About 1400. I don't need it to dry all the way, just enough of the way. Here, it's actually maybe better than I realized. It's a lot stickier than up here, but that problem with the bogging down, like the friction, or not friction, but probably some fucking physics word for this. Is it friction? Maybe on the side of the tires it goes through this. It's trouble. It's probably less friction than the time before, though. I wonder if I'm helping or hurting by stomping this down. It seems like it's helping if I get as much out of the way as possible. I wish I had a shovel. If wishes were fishes, we'd all be astronauts. Huh. Called my mom to tell her about trying to get to the Indian school and the graves of the children there. And probably shouldn't have done that. I don't think it was kind of upsetting for her. I don't think she knew about it. Okay. That's my least favorite spot here. You know what? I don't think this is any worse on this side. I guess I'm most scared of this side because of that big ass puddle, but if I just sort of get up enough speed, maybe I can just fucking slide through this. Yeah, that's real wet right there, but it all is. Whoop, that won't do. That's worse. This is not worse. So at least for here, come in this way and then kind of meet the tracks and then do my best. I guess I'll go ahead and try it, because as long as I don't, dig the tires and make a deeper hole, I don't see what difference it makes. I'm no less stuck there. I guess it's probably harder to get out. I've only had 2 GI episodes since I've been here, so it can't have been more than 2 hours. Burned the evidence without setting everything on fire, which is probably not so easy to do given how wet everything is. Otherwise I wouldn't have bothered. Alright, so I forgot to film the turnaround event. The thinking was, if I get out of here, which I was really skeptical I would, but you can see where I was stuck. As soon as I got forward, I was good. And then I immediately dropped one here, but intentionally, because I knew that it's front wheel drive. And one on here, there's some geometry pattern in this, but I figured I could lose one, still be able to turn around. So I just sort of slammed it up here, Slammed it back here, slammed it up here, and then reversed with the car sounding very unhappy with me. But again, I can't tell if that's just my imagination and paranoia and fear, or if the car actually sounds different. Then again, I don't really reverse a whole lot, so I don't know what it sounds like. It sounds like an old movie or something. But yeah, it's memorable, and I'm gonna have a mud ball to commemorate it, assuming I ever get out of here. Oh yeah, hold on. I forgot what direction it is. I found a coyote hole. I thought it was that way, but maybe it's up here. I guess I won't be able to show you, but anyway, pretty big hole. Like a hole right here in the bank, about the size of what a large dog could get into. Which I guess medium dog is more like it, but that's what we're talking about. Oh, nice. I got Valencia mud on my shoes. That's going to decorate the inside of my car so good. Oh, yeah. Ah. All right. So, trying to rehearse. From here, I'm going to hang left. But where the puddle reflection is, I'm going to try to hit the existing marks right about that point, because I figure kind of doesn't matter there. And I want to be going as fast as I can. And probably third gear. Maybe even shift up into fourth in there. No, probably third. I think at 3,500 in third, that's going to be as much accelerating as I can do in this space. Cleared out some mud from in here. There's plenty still. And this is where the big chocks of mud were, like here, just blocking it so that even if I could get grip, I couldn't move. Just like a wheel chalk. And then the mud was basically caked onto the wheel well from the wheel. So the resistance built up and up and up, and I couldn't go anywhere. But that appears to be, well, I mean, there must be some scrapes and bruises as we go. Nice. All right. It's only about 30% of the value of the entire vehicle on Blue Book. Well, I know what you're thinking. He put the camera back up there, and he did not plug in the cord. But I'm not very optimistic here. I'd say the chance of getting through this is under 50%. So this is just trying it like a Hail Mary to get on the road in case it works. The thing to do is not somehow crash, and if I get bogged down in there again, well, I'm no worse than I was 2 hours ago, I don't think. I guess I could check if it's about to rain. That could make it worse. Oh, what do you know? T-Mobile, 2 bars. That means I might actually... Let's see. So I get, when I turn on now, a maintenance required, an engine oil. Everything turns immediately back off though. Look, I am going to try to back up a little bit more. And maybe not burn out the clutch. If I need the last 5 miles an hour, well, I'm going to need it pretty bad. I'm not going to play Kevin Bloody Wilson anymore. Bad luck. Jayo. Yeah, third gear is all I got for this. And we're done. Still obviously got a lot of mud on the tires because I'm boating around like crazy. And I'm not even going to bother rolling the windows here. And I'm just going to fucking gas it through this shit. Yeah. Come on, boy. Come on, little goat. Here we go. 3,003rd. I think we're good. Well, what was this road? 800 maybe? Alright, there may be a little bit of cleanage to be done. Felt like I think I probably have no more clearance between the tires and the it's nasty. Sorry, that road looked awesome. It was not. Okay, that's clear. I mean, this is actually as bad as it looked when I was stuck. So let me get my phone and take some commemorative photos here. Okay, it's seated. Yeah, well, I'm no longer worried about Vietnam, and to be honest, I'm not really worried about anything other than the alarms on the car when I cranked it. That's enough dirt roots for today.